misery. I once asked Moore what was worse than rape. Now I know. Betrayal.
Aptly worded. This is the fictional story from 1999, The General's Daughter, where the general's, the daughter, her father, the general, betrayed her. And it was considered worse than rape. Right. This is a fictional story. It has to be because the father, he turned on his daughter. But I'm going to show you real life. In real life, fathers turn on their sons. Let's get this a little larger for you. This is the Reddit called Today I Fucked Up. And by helping, this is a post by a father. Today I fucked up by helping ruin my son's life. He didn't help it. He did ruin his son's life. My son has been in college since last year, fall, I should say. Last November, my 16-year-old stepdaughter, so the guy's remarried, right? So that's who he cares about, brought up allegations that my son had abused her repeatedly for several years. I confronted my son and he categorically denied it. So it's he said, she said, he has no proof of anything. But I knew that even though he was my son, I could not defend him from such an awful act. Yeah, but that act hasn't been proven to happen. So he's just going to, what it is, he's married. If he doesn't side with his stepdaughter, her mother, his new wife, will probably leave him. This is what I'm positing, and I suspect that's the main motivation for this guy. My wife and I reported to the authorities. My son was arrested in December and held in prison for several weeks because I refused to provide bail money. So he's punishing him, not just the legal system. He's not letting the legal system take its course, is he? He was eventually expelled from his Ivy League college. In the middle of January, my stepdaughter broke down and admitted she lied about everything. She had actually been having sex with her boyfriend and was scared the news would reach us. This happens all the time, by the way. Women don't care about men at all. So the amount of trouble she might have got into would have been tiny, minuscule next to what she put her stepbrother through. So it goes to show just how meaningless he means to her as a person. Also, and she did this when she was 16, so she's a young adult. So there's no excuse for youth. The charges were dismissed and my son was released immediately, but the damage was done. Yeah, by you. His first girlfriend from college ended things with him. Yeah, even though he's innocent, it doesn't matter. The accusation is what he's guilty of. He's not guilty of doing a crime. He's guilty of being accused. If a woman accuses you of something, the accusation is what you're guilty of. The news spread about the allegations, and all his childhood friends have decided to stay away from him, even though I called each and every one of them personally. This is how toxic it is. These are childhood friends. These are guys who know him forever, and there's no reason for him to believe it. And they just said, no, we just can't afford to associate with him anymore, even though he's a good friend and he's innocent. His guilt might rub off on us. That's incredible. I've called the school and explained the situation. Even though they sympathized, they said he needed to reapply for the next school year and go through the admissions process again. The school didn't do anything wrong, by the way. There's all kinds of cases where someone loses a school year. My son is understandably furious at us. Wow, that's so he's angry. You poor bastard. He has moved back home and refuses to talk to me at all. Both my wife and I have apologized to him repeatedly. Wow, so what? So what? You scumbag. And you know why he's moved back home? Because he has no choice. He probably can't get a job and move out. We have banned our stepdaughter from our home permanently, and she has been sent to live with her father in another state. Oh no. Her great her great punishment is she get to leech off another man. I bet she won't find a boyfriend in that other state, right? My wife and I also agreed to completely disinherit her from our wills. It's been a very painful situation. All of us started therapy. So you're going to a priest, basically. Give 3 Hail Marys for your sin. Disgusting. And she's not the one who betrayed him. Well, she is, but you are too. So what's your crime? What is your punishment for your crime? The realization of how badly I ruined my son's life hit me when I picked up his first prescription of antidepressants today. I bawled my eyes out in the car. Really, it didn't hit you when you were doing it? When he said, "No, Dad, I'm innocent," you said, "Screw you. I want to look good in front of my new wife." He's the pride and joy of my life. No, he's not. If he was, you would have stood by him. He's outgoing, funny, intelligent, and kindest person I know. He's so kind that you believed he would have sex with underage girls. But when I handed him his medication, I could not even recognize him. He locks himself in his room and does not eat properly and has lost several pounds so far. And again, in the movie, that's what happened to the fictional daughter. When she was betrayed, she went to crap. And that's what this movie's about. Only that's fiction and this is real. Whenever I try talking to him, I just see the hate he has for me in his eyes. I don't know if I can ever get him to love me again. Hopefully, if your son ever has children and has a son, he knows better. I know he's on Reddit very often. If you're reading, I want to tell you again how sorry your stepmom and I are. Big whoop, scumbag. I promise I will get you into college again. I wouldn't want to be on college at this guy's dime. Because then that would be like saying, I forgive you. No. I know I can't get you back the year you lost, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. You can't. You can't. You showed zero faith in someone. You've done something that you can't take back. Everything I have has always been for you. No. You didn't have any faith in him. You didn't stand by him if everything was for him. I hope you will give me a chance to fix this. You can't. I love you so much it hurts. You love him so much that you turned on him for 2 women. I failed as a father and hope one day you will forgive me. You failed as a human being, and I hope you're never forgiven. I played a part in getting my son getting falsely arrested and expelled. Yeah, you did. Now, this also pisses me off too. This thread has been locked by the moderators. And the reason it's been locked is over amount of comments breaking Rule 5. Now, what's Rule 5? Rule 5 must be actual fuck ups. So these cowards are saying this fuck up isn't one. This is the biggest fuck up you can possibly make. Right? So what it is, these guys probably was too scared to have this firebrand on it. There was too many people calling this scumbag out, like this guy down here. So you reported him to the police without double, triple, quadruple checking everything, especially when you knew how decent your son was. This is by far the most disturbing thing I've read on Reddit the whole week and maybe a month. No sympathy towards you at all. You deserve what's coming for you. The only person I feel bad for is your son. Thank you, Colcutt. This guy said it right. And that's probably one of the reasons why these scumbags locked it. And he gets lots of upvotes. I upvoted. What also ticks me off is this guy's comment got tons of unvotes too, almost the same amount. I was kind of pissed at the stepdaughter for lying like she did. Kind of pissed, really. Then I realized as soon as you gave the accusation, you put your son in jail and got him expelled. As soon as you found out she lied, you sent her away and disinherited her. If she told you she was sexually active, you probably would have sent her to live with her grandparents and never spoke to her again. Really? So why is this guy going on about his daughter? You people managed to ruin two kids' life. Okay, so he's making excuses for the daughter. Screw you, pal. And it ticks me off. Actually, I downvoted. This guy has almost as much upvotes as this guy. Ticks me off. Anyway, so as you can see by this locked thread, that's also important to show you. I make videos like this because it's absolutely important for some guy out there to put out the voice, to tell people what's going on. Because these guys, as soon as a man shows any kind of male victimhood, they shut it down each and every time. And they make up excuses to shut down. Men's voices are being silenced. So we have to make videos like this. And again, this is what men really think about the family unit. The family unit is the guy's woman. And the children may or may not come, but they're optional. And definitely the son. The daughters these guys will worship as a female. The sons, these guys show you exactly what they think of their sons. Their words don't matter, it's what they do. And what they do is they betray their sons because they put the women in their group above the men in the group. It's that simple. Anyway, we'll end it here.